holidays roll around, it all just goes hand in hand. So all snack choices don't have to be unhealthy, though. I'm joined by dietitian. I'm thinking delicious already.
I know, that's okay. We're going to get to that. I'm a dietitian.
You're dietitious. I guess that would be the adjective. Dietitian Pat Baird. Thank you for coming in. So there is a lot to think about when we're shopping. We're out on the go, and we're. So what do we do?
This is what I really want to talk about, because between now and January, with all the buying and exchanging and sales, I really want to kind of zero in on how to make better choices at the food mall, because
you get hungry while you're out shopping.
You do.
Right?
I mean, that's hard work. Let's face it.
And if you're ever, by the way, and I always find that if I go to the supermarket, to the grocery shop, and I'm hungry, that makes a difference.
No. That's a whole nother segment. We're going to come back for that.
Okay.
So, I want to highlight what some good strategies are. And being the dietitian that I am, let's start out with my plate, because that's really a very simple guideline that says half of the plate should be fruits and vegetables with some protein, whole grains, and dairy products like milk. Fine. Well, clearly we can't eat like that in the mall, but if we think about it, then we can at least say, oh, well, maybe I could grab some fruit, or maybe I could grab a side salad. The best thing to do is to have breakfast before you leave the house.
Definitely.
Your body is fueled. You're thinking clearly to get those best bargains that you can, and you're less likely to make an inappropriate choice later on. Have a smoothie, strawberries, milk in a blender, wonderful breakfast. Whole grain waffles, keep them in the freezer.
Who doesn't love waffles?
Nobody that I know.
Right.
I mean, they're great.
Good.
You team them up with a little bit of fruit. You put them in a toaster, a glass of milk, a cup of coffee, again,
and you're out the door. Yeah.
All right. Next thing is to bring some of your own snacks. Bring portable items. So I always recommend, bring a bag of popcorn. Pop it at home so that you know exactly what's in it, and either put it in smaller snack bags or just take that big bag out of the microwave and go.
I noticed that some fruit, and I like the bananas because they come in their own wrapper.
They do come in their own wrapper, and any seasonal fruit that you like, or a cereal bar, nuts, and dried fruits and raisins. Everybody's doing so much baking right now. While you're doing that, make your own muffins from scratch, but make these mini muffins.
Oh, yeah.
They come in at about 60 calories.
It's not so bad. Each.
And some of those commercial muffins can be 400 or 500 calories. Sometimes you only need one to take the edge off your appetite. You feel like having something a little sweet.
Space it out. Maybe have the next one 10 minutes later, and maybe you don't need as many. I have a quick question though, and we've got to move along to these things pretty quickly too. But you want to splurge on pizza now and then. You're at that food court, and it's like, does that mean that just make sure there's lots of veggies on it?
Pizza is fine. That's right. It's all about the topping.
Yeah.
It's the topping that gets a lot of people. Order it with broccoli, spinach, mushrooms. They will all make that.
Yeah, and then beverages. Sometimes people think, oh, well, beverage isn't going to add too many calories, but...
Well, they can, and it's also really a question of hydration that people forget about in the winter, and especially malls that are enclosed and sealed. We want to have water, juice, milk. You know what? Soda is fine. There's diet soda that has low and no calorie sweeteners have really been shown to be safe. So that's fine.
And I don't want to rush you along too much. We need to talk about some of the fast food stuff because, of course, that's a fact of life. But there are some healthier choices now in fast foods, right?
And you want to get apps on your smartphone so that you can look at some of these things before you start. Just one other thing that I wanted to say, you get this before you purchase. You have a grilled chicken salad at McDonald's, chili at Wendy's. Coke has got these new labels called Facts Up Front. You can buy a mini Coke, 90 calories.
Yeah, maybe 7 ounces instead of 12.
You know what? So much of this is about knowing the information beforehand.
Unfortunately, a lot of it's more readily accessible at the point of purchase.
That's right.
Pat, we have to finish up here, but dietitian Pat Baird, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
And happy holidays to you.
And to everyone out there.
Yeah,
thank you.
Happy and healthy, and hopefully a smaller waistline somehow.